Chapter 1: The Last Hunt. Captain Elara Voss had spent 3 years tracking the most dangerous fugitive in the galaxy. Her own brother. The SS Obsidian hummed softly as it drifted through the debris field of the ruined planet Xerxes. 9. The skeletal remains of a long-dead civilization floated past the viewport, their hollow structures whispering of a time before the Great Collapse. Elara's gloved fingers tightened around the ship's controls. "He's here." Her sensors pinged, a faint energy signature emanating from a derelict space station orbiting the dead world. The Haven's Respite, a forgotten relic from the war. Perfect hiding place for a traitor. Elara strapped on her plasma pistol, its weight familiar against her thigh. She had faced death 100 times, but this was different. This wasn't just a mission, it was personal. Her comm crackled. "Captain, are you sure about this?" Her first officer, Jax, sounded uneasy. "No backup, no extraction plan, just you and him." Elara exhaled. "He's my responsibility. I'll finish this." She launched herself toward the station in a one-person pod, the airlock sealing behind her with a hiss. Chapter 2: The Reunion. The station was a tomb. Flickering emergency lights cast long shadows across the rusted corridors. The air was thick with the scent of decay, old blood, burnt wiring, and something else, something alive. Elara moved silently, her boots barely making a sound. Voice. "Sister." Cale Voss stood at the end of the hallway, his once pristine uniform now tattered, his face gaunt. But his eyes, they were the same. Cold. Calculating. "You shouldn't have come," he said. Elara raised her pistol. "You murdered an entire colony. You betrayed the Federation. You betrayed me." Cale smiled, a slow, chilling thing. "I didn't expect you to understand." She pulled the trigger. The plasma bolt should have torn through his chest. Instead, it stopped midair, hovering inches from his skin, before dissolving into nothing. Elara's breath caught. "Impossible." Cale tilted his head. "You see now, don't you? I'm not human anymore." Chapter 3: The Truth. The station trembled. Metal groaned as something awoke beneath them. The walls pulsed with an eerie blue light, veins of energy snaking through the floor. Elara stumbled back. "What are you?" Cale spread his arms. "Evolution." A deep, resonant voice echoed through the station. Not Cale's. "We have waited." The floor split open. A massive, obsidian black thing rose from the depths. A being of shifting darkness, its form barely comprehensible. Elara's mind recoiled at the sight. Xenoth, the ancient entity from the legends, the destroyer of worlds. Cale turned to her, his eyes now glowing with the same unnatural light. "They chose me, Elara. And they'll choose you too." Chapter 4: The Choice. Elara's pistol clattered to the floor. The Xenoth pulsed, tendrils of shadow reaching for her. She felt its voice in her bones. "You are strong. You will serve." Memories flooded her. Her brother as a child, laughing. The war that changed him. The moment he vanished into the void. Cale extended a hand. "Join me. We won't be slaves to humanity anymore." Elara's fingers twitched. She grabbed her pistol and fired past Cale, straight into the Xenotha's core. The station screamed. Chapter 5. The Unthinkable. The explosion tore through the Haven's Respite. Elara was thrown back, her body slamming into the wall. Cale howled, not in pain but in rage. "You fool," he roared. "They'll come for you now. They'll all come." The Xenotha's form twisted, collapsing in on itself. The station shuddered, breaking apart. Elara sprinted for her pod, the world crumbling around her. As she launched into space, the station imploded behind her. A silent, crushing death. Kale was gone. The Xenoth was gone. But as Elara's ship hurtled away, she felt it. A presence in the back of her mind. Whispering. Epilogue, the Harbinger. Back on the Obsidian, Jax stared at her. What happened out there? Elara looked at her hands. They trembled. I thought I was hunting a man, she whispered. But I found something worse. The ship's sensors blared. An incoming transmission. A voice, distorted and ancient, filled the bridge. We see you. Elara closed her eyes. The war wasn't over. It had just begun. Chapter 6. The signal. The transmission wasn't just a voice. It was a pulse, a signal rippling across the galaxy, resonating through every comm channel, every dormant AI, every deep space relay. Jax's fingers flew over the console, his face pale. Captain, this isn't just a message. It's a beacon. Elara's throat tightened. Trace its origin. The holographic star map flickered to life above the command table. A single point of light pulsed. Far beyond Federation space, in the dead zone known as the Void Maw. A place where no ship returned. And the signal wasn't just coming from there. It was calling to something. Chapter 7. The Infection. Elara's reflection in the viewport stared back at her. Except it wasn't hers. For a fraction of a second, her eyes shifted, the pupils elongating into something inhuman. She blinked. But the whispers in her mind grew louder. You are the bridge. Her hands clenched. Whoa. She wouldn't let it take her. Not like Kale. But then, a crewman screamed. Elara spun to see Ensign Rin collapse. His body convulsing as veins of black ichor spread beneath his skin. His eyes snapped open, glowing the same eerie blue as Kale's. They are coming, he hissed, his voice no longer his own. Chapter 8. The Choice Revisited. The Obsidian's alarms wailed as more crew members fell, some screaming, others silent, their bodies changing. Jax grabbed Elara's arm. We have to scuttle the ship. If this spreads. She knew he was right. But the thing inside her pushed back. You can stop this, the voice murmured. You can save them. Elara's vision swam. She saw through the Xenoth's eyes. 1,000 worlds, 1,000 civilizations, all crumbling before the awakening tide. And at the center of it all, a presence. Ancient. Hungry. And now, aware of her. Chapter 9. The Sacrifice. Elara made her decision. She lunged for the ship's self-destruct console. Jax tried to stop her. Elara, no. We can still. She slammed her palm onto the override. I'm sorry. The countdown began. The infected crew turned toward her, their movements unnaturally synchronized. The whispers became a roar. You will not deny US. Elara closed her eyes. Chapter 10. The Aftermath. Silence. Light. The obsidian shattered in a blaze of plasma fire, its wreckage scattering into the void. But in the nanosecond before destruction, something reached out. A tendril of darkness, swift as a thought, lashed through the explosion and pulled. Final scene. The Harbinger rises. Deep in the void maw, a colossal structure stirred. A ship, or perhaps something older than ships, unfolding like a nightmare given form. On its surface, a single figure materialized. Elara Voss gasped as air flooded her lungs. Her body intact but changed. The whispers were gone. Now there was only clarity. Before her, a throne of living shadow awaited. And the voice that spoke was no longer in her mind. 'Twas real. Welcome home, daughter of the void. Elara looked down at her hands. Her skin pulsed with dark energy. She smiled.